Vanessa Ann Murrell, aged 21, and her unborn child were murdered on August 19, 2012. She was killed by her boyfriend, Johnny Calvin Scott, when he attacked and slit her throat during an argument they were having. He then left her to die in an abandoned lot on the intersection of South College Street and Thanish. The location of her death is only 4 miles away from the TCU campus.
On Wednesday, March 19, 2014, the stairs on the east side of the Fort Worth courthouse were lined with 114 pairs of shoes in honor of each woman killed in 2012 by an intimate partner. Studies indicate that a woman's attempt to leave an abusive relationship is what ultimately served to justify the assailant killing his female partner in 45% of femicides. However, in Fort Worth, there are resources available to women in abusive relationships to assist them in escaping their otherwise helpless situation, like Safe Haven of Tarrant County.
The mission of Safe Haven is to end domestic violence through safety, support, prevention, and social change.
The woman we interviewed in association with Safe Haven and Berry Goodbyes has asked us to conceal her identity.
What services does Safe Haven provide?
We have attorneys, we have an on-site school for the children so they don't have to leave and run the risk of being taken. It's very, very safe. We have 2 shelters.
And both of these shelters are disclosed, or?
Right. And then we also have transitional housing. We have counseling programs for our clients. We even have counseling programs for men. The psychological abuse is so much worse. Transitional housing is after they leave the shelter and when they're getting back on their own. So many have just been under, we own some apartments and for our clients to go in after they leave the shelter and they can get used to them. We have, some of the furniture from here goes there.
Say someone is in an abusive relationship, how do they go about finding the location of it or finding information about Safe Haven?
Okay, we have a website. They kind of counsel, and I think it says, there's like little steps that are good to do, like start, if you're in an abusive, just start getting your own account, stashing money away, just kind of prepare. And every situation is different. They would probably say, do you have a way to get to so-and-so street on this corner at 6 p.m. or whatever? And then if they do, then they say go. A lot of times they just, if they know where the location is, they probably call. And because so many of our clients just leave. They leave when they can, and some of them in the middle of the night.
What is Berry Goodbyes?
The store started in 1988. We were receiving so many donations at our shelter for victims, and so we decided to open a store and sell to the public, and then offer a safe place for our clients to come shopping free of charge.
They can come and shop here free of charge?
Free of charge by a voucher system. They receive vouchers from their case managers, and we also have 8 other agencies that we do that with, other nonprofits, MHMR, Alina Popo, AIDS Outreach. This is
Do you have other locations?
No, this is the only one.
What would you say the mission statement is for Berry Goodbyes?
For Berry Goodbyes, to provide funding for victims of domestic violence.
Where do your proceeds go to?
We're owned by Safe Haven, so the money that we make selling to the public trickles through the agencies. Our overhead is like nothing, so all we are is the money maker. We're the money maker for the shelter, pretty much. I think we're third after our monetary donors and then grants. We have a grant writer who writes grants to get
How did these proceeds involved?
My husband had taken my daughter, and then after we got her back, he pretty much kidnapped her. After we got her back, my attorney recommended Safe Haven for me to stay, which is a very private shelter and confidential. So I stayed there, and then, for a while to be safe, and then a few years later saw this ad in the paper. So I feel like I'm such a diva.
Now as the church submits to Christ, so also wives should submit to their husbands in everything. Husbands, love your wives, just as Christ loved the church and gave himself up for her. Ephesians 5:24-25. What can we as TCU students do to spread awareness?
Or on Facebook. And so the more people like us, then, I mean, if y'all just spread the word, I think just word of mouth is the main to do it. I know that the Safe Haven goes on the campus a lot. You know, we do the red flag, the dating each year, I think.